We're thrilled to be joined by one of the newest Smart Buy partners, Rockerbox, and we have Philip Wentworth here. Philip's going to explain to us a little bit about the employee retention tax credit and some significant dollars that could be heading back to golf courses if you're eligible. So, Philip, why don't we get started? And maybe for those unfamiliar, do you want to explain the ERTC?
Sure. Taylor, thanks for having us. We really appreciate the opportunity. We've been working with the NGCOA for a couple months now, and we've had the pleasure of engaging with some of your members to talk specifically about ERTC, the Employee Retention Tax Credit. You know, this program was enacted way back by way of the CARES Act in March 2020. And the design of the program is to give employers a financial incentive, a tax credit for keeping people on their payroll through the pandemic. My message today is simple. We've worked with a fair amount of your membership. We've had the pleasure of jumping on the phone with them and walking them through the provisions and understanding a little bit more about their unique situations. And my message today is I think more people should be doing that. I think a lot of members are out there kind of self-diagnosing themselves as ineligible, looking at provisions and looking at some of the confusion on the internet around the program. And they're applying those facts and that confusion and that misinformation to their own specific situations. And so my plea, if you will, or message today is please stop doing that. Let's have a conversation. We'd like to set up an introductory call with every NGCOA member to determine once and for all definitively if they are eligible to participate.
I think you mentioned that there are some unique circumstances for different types of courses. Do you want to dive into that quickly?
You bet. Some of the folks that we've talked to in your membership came to the initial meeting with some reservations, with some reconnaissance and research that they had done individually on the internet, and they were on the fence, if not had already deemed themselves ineligible. What we did was look at specifically the four traditional revenue streams that many semi-private and private golf clubs can capture during a given year. So if you're a golf course owner and you can't open up your restaurant, you can't service the bar area, and then you can't have events like tournaments and weddings and parties and anniversaries, that's going to materially impact your revenue streams. And many times when we get on the phone with your membership, we're walking them through the provisions and we're asking them about those four revenue streams. And that many times is lending itself to their pathway to eligibility in the program. We have long depth experience in calculating ERTC credits. It's a highly nuanced tax credit, 900 pages of provisions. And again, going back to the internet, there's so much misinformation, there's so much confusion. So the initial consultation is free, and our fees make it a zero risk financial risk to all NGCOA members. There's literally nothing to lose. The only time you would ever see an invoice from Rockerbox is if we're able to capture and secure credits on their behalf.
That's great to know. What a fascinating and really necessary service considering the past 2 years we've had. So there you have it, folks. It's Philip Wentworth with Rockerbox. We have his contact information up here for you. And remember, this is one of the latest Smart Buy member benefits on ngcoa.org/smartbuy. So you can head there or to the contact information below. Philip, thanks so much for joining us, and we appreciate your help with all of our NGCOA membership.
You bet. Thanks, Taylor. Stay safe, everybody.